Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Book Notification Podcast, your go-to source for this week's new book releases. Today, we're looking at the week from July 13th to the 19th. With nearly 500 new books releasing this week, there is no way we can cover them all. Visit booknotification.com to explore the full list of this week's new books. You can also follow your favorite authors, so you'll be the first to know when their next book is available. As always, we have 10 books to highlight with a little something for everybody. Let's get into it. The Country Road Murders is the latest thriller from James Patterson and Mike Lupica. Humbled but never defeated, he returns to his backwoods hometown, Cross Rivers, North Carolina, where his father was murdered. He goes back to what's left of his family and their small, struggling farm. He reunites with his best friend in the world, Taylor McCarter Webb, who is now married. Then, Silas is pulled into a deadly battle with the Southern Mafia, who control drugs, trafficking, and murder. As the suspense crescendos, Silas follows one rule for survival: you don't ride these country roads alone, or in the dead of night. The Country Road Murders will be released on July 13th. Storm is the first in the Ridgeline Station series by Romeo Alexander. Captain Xander has spent years leading Ridgeline Station with one rule: never make the job personal. That changes when Colin Bradford, a former Navy corpsman, joins the Wilderness Search and Rescue Team as its new medic. Calm, confident, and impossible to ignore, Colin challenges Xander in ways no one else can. As they work side by side through dangerous rescues, professional respect turns into unexpected attraction, forcing Xander to question everything he thought he knew about himself. This slow burn romance blends grumpy sunshine chemistry, found family, and a first time by awakening. Storm will be released on July 19th. Cloudthief by Nathaniel Rich is one of the best new books of the summer. Disillusioned climate journalist Tim and elusive con artist Virginia form an unlikely partnership to pull off an audacious heist. Not to steal money, but the world's most valuable commodity, data. Their target is a massive Oklahoma data center containing countless private secrets and digital records. As they prepare for the risky operation, both hide dangerous secrets that threaten to undermine their fragile alliance. What begins as an ambitious theft soon spirals into something far more consequential, forcing them to confront questions of privacy, trust, and the true value of information. This contemporary thriller blends suspense, technology, and social commentary in a high-stakes, digital-age heist. Cloudthief will be released on July 14th. Wench is the first in a spicy new romantasy by Erynne Rivers. When maid Marian is forced into an arranged marriage with the ruthless sheriff of Nottingham, her future seems sealed. But while traveling through the dangerous Sherwood Forest, she is captured by Robin Hood and his band of fae known as the Merry Men. Expecting monsters, Marianne instead discovers that everything she has been taught about them may be false. As she grows closer to the charismatic Robin, Marianne is torn between the life her family chose for her and the freedom to follow her own heart. Blending romance, fantasy, and a fresh take on the Robin Hood legend, this romantasy explores love, loyalty, and the courage to challenge long-held beliefs. Wench will be released on July 16th. The Man She Had to Save is a new historical novel from Catherine Hokin. Set against the backdrop of the Spanish Civil War, this historical novel follows Vivi, a lonely German newlywed who arrives in Madrid with her diplomat husband and brother, both working to advance Nazi influence in Spain. Her life changes when she meets Emilio, a passionate resistance fighter whose courage opens her eyes to the brutal realities of the conflict. As Vivi and Emilio fall in love, she is forced to choose between loyalty to her family and the man fighting for Spain's freedom. When war places her brother and Emilio on opposite sides, an impossible decision threatens to change all of their lives forever. The Man She Had to Save will be released on July 15th. The Wildborn is a new sci-fi alien romance from Perri Torani. Battle-hardened warrior Eric serves the ruthless Venari Empire, bound by a sacred code that forbids emotional attachment. While carrying out a mission on an abandoned planet, he rescues Nora, a human survivor of a crashed spacecraft, despite knowing she should have been left behind. Stranded together in a hostile world filled with dangerous creatures and deadly ruins, Eric and Nora must rely on one another to survive. As their bond deepens, Eric struggles to reconcile his growing feelings with the strict code that has defined his life. Even if they escape the planet, the Venari will never accept their forbidden connection. This sci-fi romance combines forced proximity, survival, and an emotionally guarded alien hero with high-stakes adventure. The Wildborn will be released on July 17th. The Death Row Club is a new thriller from V.A. Vazquez. After her father is exposed as a serial killer, Nicola Fisher becomes a social outcast, losing her job, friends, and a sense of normalcy. Hoping for answers and acceptance, she accepts an invitation to the Death Row Club, a secluded retreat for the adult children of serial killers founded by true crime host Greer Woods. What begins as a chance to connect with people who share her painful past quickly turns deadly when a mysterious newcomer disappears and a club member is murdered. As suspicion falls on everyone, Nicola must uncover the truth while confronting the fear that her father's legacy may define her. The Death Row Club will be released July 14th. Cruel Summerween is a paranormal romance by Heather Spellman. Every summer, Molly returns to Whisperwind Cove, a magical sanctuary where her powers grow stronger and she reunites with the friends who have become her chosen family. This year, however, the magic feels different, and long-buried forces begin to awaken. As Molly's feelings become divided between Finn's easygoing charm and Noah's quiet intensity, she finds herself caught between two brothers whose destinies are intertwined with her own. When ancient magic threatens the balance of their world, Molly must choose where her heart and loyalty truly belong. Cruel Summerween will be released on July 16th. Sideline Rivals is the first in a new sports romance series by Kristen Granata. As the head coach of her former high school's varsity lacrosse team, a determined coach is used to fighting for respect in a profession where many believe the job belongs to a man. Her biggest challenge arrives when her former high school rival, Landon Fletcher, is hired as the new junior varsity coach. Years of competition and unresolved feelings resurface as the two are forced to work side by side. What begins as renewed rivalry slowly turns into mutual respect and undeniable attraction. When a scandal threatens her career, she reluctantly turns to Landon for support, forcing them both to confront the past and reconsider what has always existed between them. Sideline Rivals will be released on July 15th. Finally, we have All We Have Is Time, a tender new novel from Amy Tordoff. 1605 London. Beatrix lives a solitary life in the shadows, wandering the city streets, looking for ways to forget. Forget that everyone she has ever loved has been dead for nearly a century. Forget that for her, love can only ever mean loss. Because Beatrix has a secret. A lifetime ago, her deathbed wish was granted, making her immortal. Until one day, whilst picking pockets amidst the raucous crowds of the Globe Theatre, she meets Oliver. They spend a single, perfect day together before he tells her that he has to leave. She is not surprised. Eternity is a lonely place. When Beatrix and Oliver meet again by chance a century later, recognition hits her like a bolt of lightning. It's impossible. He's impossible. Just like her. A chance for Beatrix to truly live and love again sparks into existence. All We Have Is Time will be released on July 14th.
That's our 10 books for this week. Until next time, you can check out booknotification.com. Book Notification offers an easy way to track your reading lists, follow your favorite authors, and never miss a new release. Our website is completely free to use, and it's packed with features to make your reading life easier. You can follow your favorite authors and get notified whenever they release new books. We send out an email every Tuesday with a list of fresh releases from the authors you love, but that's not all. You can track your reading progress, mark books as read, rate and review them, and even import your data from Goodreads, Calibre, Libby, and more. Want to discover something new? Check out Reader's Roulette for book recommendations, or use our personalized book release calendar to stay up to date with the latest titles. You can even tag books with custom labels, just like on Goodreads shelves, and get tailored recommendations for what to read next based on your current book. Whether you're looking for books in publication or want to see them listed in chronological order, we've got it covered. Plus, all of our authors are audited by real people, so you know the information is accurate. So why not give it a try and join the thousands of readers already using our site to stay on top of their reading game. Thank you for listening, and I'll be back next week with another 10 books.